Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's yours truly, Ricky T. Anthony. We're training with Pryd, P-R-Y-D, where predators run your domain. And Muscle Central Television, where we bring you all the best in the bodybuilding world and the fitness world of news, gossip, competitions, training, diet, supplementation, super supplementation, etc., etc., etc. This is what we do. So this is the Olympia, leading to the Olympia, whatever you want to call it, our little predictions and whatever we want to put in there. So today we are doing the classic physique. Classic physique. To me, this is the most exciting, most entertaining, and in a couple of years will be able to stand alone at its own show aside from a men's open or any other competition. I truly believe that. I started saying that last year, and I'm going to continue saying it. I said give it 5 to 7 years. The only problem is, show me the money. Show me the money. Jim Mannion, do your best. Get the sponsors together, all these guys, and show us the money. These guys need to get paid because they put in the work just like the open guys. Please try to get next year's winnings, first place up to what, 30, 40, 50,000? That's not that much. For first place, you know, a couple thousand less for second, so on and so on. That all of the top 10 guys, at the classic physique can take home some money, with the 10th place possibly taking home $1,000 or maybe $1,500 or $2,000. Okay? But anyway, let's get to the competitors. I think this is the most exciting class. Why? Because in the last year since Mr. Breon Ansley won, so many guys have defected from the open class and men's physique class to come up to this class, showing you a whole bunch of new blood, a whole bunch of new guys, all different kinds of shapes and sizes to the physiques. It is a smorgasbord of bodybuilding greatness, in my opinion. And with all these new physiques, everybody's got a favorite. Everybody's got a horse in the race. I think it's going to be really exciting. Now let's get down to brass tacks. Breon Ansley. Let's go with Breon Ansley, reigning defending champion. He took it from Danny Hester. The first year he placed 4th. He had a great physique. I didn't think he was deserving of 4th place. I thought he should have been at least 2nd or 3rd. 2nd is where I think he should have been. Anyway, he finally won it, and he shows that he's not a fluke. He has been bringing his conditioning and showing the beautiful shape, lines to his physique, showing his consistency. He can win it again, however. Let's look at the guys that placed 2nd and 3rd to him last year. You have Bumstead, relatively new, taller guy, beautiful lines, newcomer to the game. And you also had George "The Bull" Peterson. Shorter guy, chock full of muscle, left to right, top to bottom, front to back, placing 3rd. If you go physique by physique, height-wise, structure-wise, George Peterson balances off better against Breon to try for the title. And when they turn around, hands down, George Peterson's got the best lat spread and back double biceps. His legs, to me, were a very, 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 very slight weak point. Very slight. If you brought him up, lights out. And if you've looked at George Peterson, from the time he did his national qualifier, or should I say his pro qualifier for the classic physique, he won that. Great conditioning, great physique, little to no flaws. He won his first pro show. Great physique, great conditioning, little to no flaws. Then he went on to the he won the Night of Champions, which was his first pro show, sorry. And then he won third in the Mr. Olympia. Same thing. little to no flaws, great physique, looking good all over. How do you argue the top three? And I know Chris Bumstead's been doing his homework and has been putting work in the gym, so he's ready for him. But let's go to the rest of these guys out here. I mean, you have so many guys, and I'm looking at the list. I don't know where to start, where to finish. You have Regan Grimes, who pulled out a great physique earlier, but everybody said, well, the buzz was he was kind of pushing his physique to its limits coming down from open. Can he recreate it, and can he make it better? That is the big question. But Regan Grimes, he looks deadly. He looks deadly. You have this guy, Henry Pierre on from Canada. The buzz on him is great structure, great flow, hardness. What is he going to do in the lineup? Let's see who else we got down here. Well, Danny Hester's going to be returning, but you know what? I think this should be Danny Hester's swan song because the guys are younger, better structure. He's on the back end. Dexter Jackson of that class, he is not in terms of the consistency, the physique, etc. I think, I don't even think he's going to make the top 10. Honestly, with the way these guys are bringing it, or he might get an honorary top 10 placing just because he is Danny Hester and the first winner of the classic physique class. But one guy, okay, Arash Rahbar. Let's get back to him. He is an X factor. He is an X factor because you look at the top three. I spoke of Danny Hester. I spoke of Regan Grimes. Like Regan Grimes, he's an X factor. We don't know what Regan Grimes is going to bring, but we also don't know what Arash Rahbar is going to bring. But we know he can bring it. He has pushed the champ. He has pushed the lineup before. He has won other shows, so we know he can bring it. But can he close it on this day, and do the judges see what he's bringing and award him the first place or top 3 placing? Don't know. That's what makes it so great. There's so many factors here. And the one guy, I'm going to bring him up right. Whoa. Let me go to Robert Timms. He's been hanging around since the first Olympia, and he's been showing himself, the first Classic Physique Olympia, he's been showing himself to be someone to be reckoned with. You know? And I think he is always going to bring a good showing. It's just a matter of, is his best better than the other guy's best? And that's pretty much what it is for most of this lineup, because all these guys are, like I said, new. They're just jumping out the woodwork. This is the 3rd year of this class. 2 years ago was the first qualification for this class, so let's see what's going on here. It's a lot, but the one guy I really want to talk about, really want to talk about, yet there's Divine Wilson is in there. Wesley Versus is in there, and Wesley, there's a lot of buzz on Wesley Versus and what he's bringing to the table. Even Wilson Divine, even though people talked about how he acted at, I think I'll show you place second at, but the one guy I want to talk about is Terrence Ruffin. Ruffin is a diamond in the rough. I think he's overlooked because of his stature and size, but look at the flow and conditioning of his physique. He is reminiscent of a Leela Brada meets, his name is escaping me right now, just had it. They used to call him the Black Panther. Serge Nubret. Look up pictures of Serge Nubret. All of you young guys that don't know him, look him up. Look up photos of Serge Nubret. Look at the flow to his physique. The huge muscle bellies, the tiny waistline. No real flaws. All right, he placed second to Arnold in the, 75 Olympia? The one where they did pumping iron? Great physique. And look at Leela Brada. All you youngins that don't know Leela Brada, look him up. Look at his posing. Look at his physique. Terrence Ruffin is kind of like a cross between the two. Those are two outstanding classic physiques. And I think Ruffin is going to really shake it up. So I guess if I had to say The top 6 in no particular order would be Breon Ansley, George Peterson, Chris Bumstead, Arash Rahbar, Terrence Ruffin, I'll just throw Regan Grimes in there, and just to offset, I know this is more than the top 5, top 6. Wesley versus and Wilson Divine Wilson, I should say. Sorry. So let's just see how those guys match up. I think this is going to be the most exciting class of the Olympia. I hope you guys got your popcorn ready. You know, got your people coming over. I think that this is probably going to be a sellout crowd. A lot of tickets are going to go over, and a lot of people are going to order it online. And we are all going to be tuning in and all going to have something to say about this. I think this is great for the sport. This is really exciting. You'll understand. I just love these classic physique guys. Okay, hey, all right, let me stop rambling. Yo, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. It's only a few days away. This Thursday, about 4 days away. So enjoy. Get your popcorn ready. Get your tickets. Get your plane tickets. Get your hotels done. Ricky T. Anthony, Training with Pride, Muscle Central Television. Have a good one.